everybody, this is Mateo, and we are trading Pokemon because I finally bought 2 Game Boys, except not really. So yeah, we're going to trade a whole bunch of Pokemon in these next couple parts, finish up our Pokedex, then catch the legendary Pokemon and we'll be done with this project. Random cut to another color, yay. Continuity, what is that? Anyways, because I own Pokemon Yellow. I don't know where it is though, but I do own it, and I own Pokemon Red. I don't own Blue, but I consider them the same things, and I just needed to play through it to catch a couple Pokemon, and then I immediately deleted it from my computer. So that's that stuff. But because I am playing this on an emulator, I am using Game Shark codes because you can't trade on the emulator. So yeah, basically we're going to pretend. I'm going to show where you get each Pokemon in Red or Blue, if that's where you get it from, or I'm going to show each Pokemon that I'm trading, and then there will be a random cut, and then I'll go into the Pokedex, and we can go and see, yes, I now have a Golem now, because I traded, quote-unquote, that Pokemon that I showed earlier. And if you've been paying attention, and if you know Pokemon, you should get this. But we're trading Haunter to get Gengar, Graveler to get Golem, Kadabra to get Alakazam, and Machoke to get Machamp, and that's all for the Pokemon that evolved by trading. Basically another way to force you to get both games, or get your friend to get a game. And here we have a Gengar, which we saw in the Elite Four. Maybe trying to lay a curse on you, and that is crazy. So first off, we have a Weedle, which I was surprised that we couldn't catch this in Yellow, to be honest, because I mean, it's just a Weedle, and yet we can find it in both Red and Blue, and we can find Caterpie in Yellow, but we can't find a Weedle over here in Yellow, so whatever. I'm also going to be using a slightly different team in Red Blue. I'm just going to have a team that'll take me to the places I need to go to catch those Pokemon. I'm not going to actually play through these games because there's no point. But with that, we have a Weedle now. I'm going to send it over to Yellow next. If you saw the little text under Weedle's name, that's where you can find it in either Red or Blue. If you're looking for it, I personally caught mine in Viridian Forest, but that's besides the point. So now I traded, quote-unquote, Weedle over to my Yellow game. And this might cause differences in levels or whatever, but that really doesn't matter. I'm not going to use them. I'm just going to evolve them. And if you're playing this on an emulator too, you might want to be careful, because I ran into this little glitch where if I switched the hacked-in Pokemon with another Pokemon, that Pokemon now in the 6th slot had the same stats as the Pokemon. And when I tried it, all of a sudden Pikachu had the stats of a level 3 Weedle, and I had to restart my game, and that wasn't fun. And at level 7, Kakuna will evolve into Beedrill. That's basically how this episode's going to work. I'm going to trade it, I'm going to catch a Pokemon in a different game, I'm going to trade it over, I'm going to evolve it, and then we'll move on to the next Pokemon. And next up we can find a Pikachu, and although we do have a Pikachu, we need a Pikachu that'll evolve from the Thunderstone. And that's what we're doing here. You can't find any other Pikachu in the wild in Yellow. So we have to go into either Red or Blue to catch one. We can find it in Viridian Forest again, although it's kind of rare. You might have to search for a little bit. And my voice is going. Ah, that was fantastic. That was quite possibly the loudest sound in this entire recording, and I hate that, but whatever. And we got our Pikachu. So now I'm going to trade it over. As you can see, we have our Pikachu. Yep. However, for whatever reason, as you will soon see, random 15 seconds of silence. I was not expecting that to go on for that long, but basically, as you will soon see, for whatever reason, because the Pikachu was hacked in, it is acting like your regular Pikachu. So basically, when I try to use the Thunderstone on it, it says it's not able. So yeah, I showed it. It doesn't work, but I show where to get a Pikachu. I showed myself using quote unquote a Thunderstone on it. So I'm just going to hack in a Raichu now. I'm still going to use Pikachu on my team because that's how Pikachu works in this game, and my voice is going again. But yeah, I'm getting all phlegmy and snotty. I think something might be starting to pass around in school. So that's fun. It always seems to happen at the very beginning of school because some kids caught something over the summer, and then it's passing around to everybody else that are around. Or I just might be weirding out because I'm talking for a whole lot. But this has never really happened before during this. Oh, by the way, we caught Nagans, which is actually pretty early in the Pokedex. So there it is, and we're going to level it up to some level. And yeah, we're going to do more stuff. That's basically all this episode is going to be. I'm sorry if it's boring, but I kind of have to do this to achieve 151. And you don't even have to achieve 151, you can get 150 and you'll still get your diploma, because Mew was an event Pokemon and not everybody would have it, and they didn't want the people who didn't go to the event to not be able to get the diploma. Also, I hope you covered your eyes for like 5 seconds in the past, because that was kind of a new area that we have yet to be, but I'm using that to level up my Pokemon really quickly. And also, if you're curious, you can just kind of see like what Pokemon are making up my team as I catch these Pokemon. For instance, in blue here, I'm using a Sandshrew. And that's what made me respect Sandshrew a little more, because he's like he's the more defensive version of Dugtrio, sort of. I still think I like Dugtrio more. Although Sandslash looks cooler, Dugtrio gets more ground type moves. I like how we're going to like 10 million different Pokemon centers as well. Although now I think for the most part we're just going to use the one at Cerulean, because that's where the place where I level up my Pokemon is. And yeah, you're going to see random Pokemon. I'm using the EXP All because I'm afraid of that glitch with the whole stats thing happening again. If I attempt to like switch out Pokemon and stuff and have Mew up, or not Mew, but Meowth up front, and switch it, and that'll cause another Pokemon's stats to go way down. That would be a very bad thing, because I do not want a level almost 60 Slowbro have the abilities of a level 20 Meowth. Also, I traded over a Hitmonchan. If you don't remember where to get that, you just go to the fighting gym and choose Hitmonchan instead of Hitmonlee. I'm basically just going down the Pokedex list and catching them all as necessary. And yeah, in the old games, Koffing's skull thing was actually on the top of its head, which, as you know now, is not the norm. They changed Koffing's design quite a bit. And personally, probably because I'm used to it, I like the whole skull on bottom thing better. Just because the one on top looks strange, because that's not the Koffing I'm used to. The one that James used and stuff. I'm definitely not used to skull on top Koffing. And not at level 55. I just caught it in this cave because it actually evolves at level 35, which I have right there. If it evolved at level 55, why would you even bother to get this guy? But whatever, we got a Weezing now. And now we're going to explore that cave a bit, because there is a Pokemon that we can catch only in there. And well, we have to catch it at the bottom floor. We can't catch it. I think we can catch it in the other 2 games, but yeah, this is the cave that we can only open when beating the Elite Four. And I am not carrying which Pokemon? I think I'm not carrying Flareon after what it did with the whole freezing thing, even though it technically wasn't its fault. It was the game programming, but I don't care. It still doesn't make sense, and Flareon really isn't able to do a whole lot in this cave. There are like 2 Pokemon it can fight against, which are Gloom and Weepinbell and Parasect. But it has a big history of missing all of its fire attacks, so probably because they're slightly inaccurate, but whatever. Can't learn flamethrower except for by TM, and I don't have the TM, so you're basically getting a little sneak peek of this place, as I'm showing the way to get to the bottom floor where you can catch this extra Pokemon, and we can go catch it, and continue on. This is the last Pokemon, non-legendary, that we can catch in the game, and I honestly find it kind of annoying how they just have it, like, randomly only in the last section of the cave. So I've only been in here once before, and that was in Fire Red, and the Fire Red version of this cave is way different. So I'm kind of exploring here, not grabbing any items because I'm going to go here again, and I mostly don't care about the items either. This is endgame stuff. Items really don't matter. Once you catch the final Pokemon and all the others, nothing really matters. They'll give you, like, I don't think there are any TMs here either, although there probably are. But they'll give you, like, PP Max and proteins and stuff, but that doesn't matter because you've already technically beaten the game. Now it's just completionist stuff, which you can do if you want to, and boy do I want to. Actually, no, I really didn't, because it took me like 3 weeks to get this done just because I wasn't feeling the drive to record. During videos during this time, I wanted to record the whole commentary and everything, and I had the backup videos to do so, which is usually how I work, although next Let's Play, that's not really how I'm going to work. But the whole random encounter, I think I did an RPG a bit too soon. I'd been planning to do this soonish, although maybe not right now. But with the whole 8-bit summer thing that came up, I was just like, you know what? This is perfect, it works. I'm going to try this, and I tried it, and I enjoyed the commentary, I enjoyed recording the videos for a while until I got to this point. I just wanted it to be done, but I wasn't feeling in that way of being done as I want to hurry up and finish it up. I was feeling more like, oh, why do I have to work on this? I want it to be over. Why do I still have to work on this? Or whatever, I don't know, but I eventually did it, but it just took me a little while longer, although I was able to take that break because I had the videos back up recorded in bulk or whatever. I was already on part like 28 or something when I started recording my commentary and posting this. So, that's a fun fact, I guess. If you found that fun, if you really found that enjoyable, then good for you. But either way, this is the Pokemon that we came all this way to catch. This giant pink thing that can't hold its tongue in its face. Yay! We came all this way for this thing, and it doesn't even evolve, so it's just one little Pokemon that brings us all the way down here. Although there is a legendary Pokemon that we can find down here, that's the last Pokemon I'm going to catch. And I still have about 20, 15 more Pokemon to go after this. But at least we got Lickitung. And the Pokemon here are at high levels. I mean, you can see that, level 55. And that's probably the only random encounter we're going to see in this cave. But yeah, now we're in Cerulean City in Red. And as I mentioned last 2 parts ago, I think, talking about the Jinx trade. This is the only Jinx that you can get in all 3 games. I went and caught up Poliwhirl off screen. You can catch him in all the regular places. And he will go down the tube because we can't just hand each other the other Pokeballs. I also cleverly named myself Mateo R for Red, and Mateo B for Blue, like I did with Crystal and Mateo G and Mateo S. So that's another way to tell which game I'm in, other than the gigantic subtitle at the top. And now we're trading over Jinx. That looks like any generic Beast-type Pokemon. And there we go. It looks like it's winking at me. Like, one eye's closed and the other's open. It's kind of making this Moochie face, and it looks like it wants a hug. And just, no. And it's named Lola. The Pokemon that we trade, quote-unquote, will not have a nickname because of the obvious reason. And I'm not going to nickname it Lola just to make it look like I traded it. I really don't care enough to do so, even though it takes like 2 seconds. And also, Pink Pokemon Center again. And so we are going all the way down here to find Jinx. Data. There we go. We have a human-shaped Pokemon. Yay, it dances a lot. Okay, we have a couple more minutes. We could probably get some other things, such as going back into Red And I didn't put a subtitle for this one, but we're in red right now. We can get most of these Pokemon in red. There are only one or two that are specific, that are specifically in blue. And one of them is all the way in the Pokemon Mansion. So that's fun. No, it's not. At least the game kind of opens up once you get Surf, and you could go straight. You just have to, you don't have to beat Erica's gym. You could just skip Erica and go fight Koga, and then you could get this. You're able to use Surf, and you can surf all the way to Cinnabar. But either way, the Pokemon that we can catch here is Electabuzz, and Electabuzz is really cool. He is probably my favorite electric type in this generation. Yeah, that's a true statement. Jolteon's close, Magneton's kind of close. I don't really like Electrode because it never really knew any electric attacks at all. And then Pikachu. I don't know where Raichu would fit into that. Let me think. I think it beats out Magneton. Yeah, it beats out Magneton. But either way, we have an Electabuzz. It's unfortunate that we can't catch this in yellow / I already have an electric type. Otherwise, I probably would have used an Electabuzz. I also like how in the anime they showed Tracy's sketch of the Elecade, again referencing the new generation of Pokemon, but not really showing that much of it. But either way, we have an Electabuzz in this game now, and I will see you all next time. Bye.